Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Thirsty Nerds podcast. We are back.
We are
Yes,
back.
sir.
It's 2023.
Yes, sir.
And just like always, we came out late like the groundhog because
COVID.
Hey,
We got scared by our own shadows, bro. We ain't seen them motherfuckers in a while.
some of us did.
So this is the first episode of 2023. So thank you guys for joining us. I am here joined by my wonderful co-hosts. Finally, haven't seen you guys' shining faces
Miss y'all, man.
in about a month.
Yeah.
You saw me yesterday, bro. I'm tired of looking at you.
Me and Clarence got drunk last night at my brother's birthday party.
Happy birthday,
It
Arnold.
was his quinceañera.
Shout out to him.
We stayed up till 5 o'clock in the morning, and God, my head is pounding.
Got sloshed.
But we're gonna make it better with Magic Carpet Bunnies
Yes,
from Solid Mouth. It's a New England IPA with Citra, HBC 586, and Mosaic hops. I don't know.
It's real light and fruity.
Yeah,
I like that.
I don't like hops. They just have like chemical names to them
Matt,
because I don't know what I'm drinking. But
a mimosa in a can.
yeah, it even has the color of it.
It does have a color.
Real
does
light
almost
orange juice color.
Yeah, this is a mimosa in a can, and it's not bad.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish I had more orange juice.
Not at all.
That's good.
Then
Yeah,
go
I
get
really
some.
enjoyed it.
You know he's packing with the vitamin C in the fridge.
Yeah.
So listen, guys, a lot of shit happened while we were on break as a consequence. I mean,
Well, we were on break. Let's talk about ourselves before we talk about the world around us, all right?
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
these motherfuckers. What about us?
Yeah, of course. What about you?
How are you doing?
I'm tired of hearing about you. Let's talk about
Got me.
Oh, that's starting to pile a little bit.
Shot
of
me in my
spice.
left titty, man.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah, how was everybody's holidays, man? I haven't seen either of you guys. Clarence, we spent New Year's and a couple other here and there.
I had so much fucking masa and
Tamales.
and hominy over the past like 2 weeks, bro. I am filled with corn. All right, I'm shitting the whole field. Okay, I'm on the cob forever.
You know, it's funny because
that cob life.
everybody always like, why? If I was Mexican, I would have tamales all the time. You've experienced a Mexican holiday season. What do you feel like? What are you
So
ready to
look,
look at tamales anymore?
Dude, okay, so I have this the answer is yes, but I have this conversation. I have this conversation all the time with my own cultural heritage food. You know, I get yelled at, and I don't give a fuck about mac and cheese throughout the holidays. All right, I don't give a fuck. I don't care for greens. Ham, it's okay, it's whatever. But
Ham is nice.
Whenever there's a tamale party, bro, sign me up. I'll be there. All right. I'll be there every time. And you know, I'll make the tamales too, all right? I made tamales. I made tamales. I made like 30 of them motherfuckers. I'm in there. I got carpal tunnel.
proud of you.
That's true.
Proud of you.
Cool.
Say, look at Black Panther 2 over here.
I'm ready to wash my face with some masa, all right? I love tamales.
The
All right.
holiday season always gives me like 20 pounds. So my entire February is like slated to just be
Getting
nothing
that
but salad.
Only
Like, I
salad and
have
water.
to cleanse this out. I'm tired of shitting bricks.
Dude, I'm there with you. I'm there with you. Every time, like, you eat tamales, and then like the next day, you know when you're shitting tamales. You just know.
Yeah.
Oh, did it come out?
It comes out the same way it went in. It comes out the same way it went in. I guarantee if you break that hunk of shit open, there's meat in the middle.
Not sure if I can
great.
top that.
That's great.
I spent Christmas with my brother and his husband. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
Cool. I called off work, went over there, spent the night, woke up and cooked. You know,
Wait, they still
had
had
the
you
family over.
I know this is dumb to say, but like they
Yeah, go on.
they still have. Oh, they still had you working on Christmas.
Christmas Eve. All right, they're not that heartless, and
Okay.
I wouldn't have gone anyway. But yeah, I got out of work early, went over there, spent the holidays with them. You know,
Awesome.
So that was really nice. New Year's, I spent, went out with some people from work. It was all right.
Ooh, going to beats. I want to know. Is that for later, or that could that be for now? I want to know.
That's later. Watch the show.
Oh shit.
But yeah, had a real good time.
That's for the Patreon subscribers.
Yeah, that's for the Patreon. But yeah, I had a real good holiday this time around. Didn't really miss the snow. Not sure what it's doing for the environment, but I love driving to work without fearing
Like
for
in
my
40
life.
and 50, yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's just-
That's pussy shit
Nice.
right there. I need more snow, bro. I'm so sad. I look forward to the winter for snow every year, and then we've got
Each year.
nothing. We've got nothing.
You
I'm
shut the
so
fuck
sad.
Move to Canada.
I'm so sad.
Shut the
I will.
fuck up. Go to
To Canada.
I moved to Canada, and I'll get me a French Asian woman. Okay, I'm done.
You were
I'm
gonna do
done
that
here.
regardless of going to Canada. So we already knew that.
French Asian, come on.
French Asian. I'm done. I'm done here.
There might be some in Chicago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
sure.
French Asian. She's gonna be black.
French Asian black.
Are you sure?
It's a lot of
So
layers.
that's
No, man,
that's
it's
huge.
Like a shiny
It's
Pokemon.
like
I make up my own fantasies.
it's like an Airbnb when you get check off like all the amenities that you want,
That's
and
right.
then you get like one pop up with like a broken down like fence. Like that's
Yeah.
They'll like
that's
give you
what's
options like
lasting in your future.
choose at least
teeth gonna
2,
be fucked
chooses
up.
5.
She's gonna have 4 toes.
Or more than 4 toes.
4 toes and 8 teeth.
Yeah.
Or like a some kind of like autoimmune disease or like vertigo. She's just dizzy all the time. You just gotta carry her around.
She gonna have mad scoliosis, bro. Wheelchair bound and shit.
Fuck.
And handicap parking's dope. What you mean?
Is it? I wouldn't know.
Nigga, this is tactical.
There's a reason here.
Christmas comes around, y'all park it in the back.
Hey.
Oh Jesus Christ! I've missed you guys. Chris, how's your holidays, man?
Holidays, Christmas and stuff was good. I got to spend time with the family. Got to see my cousin off. He went to the Navy and everything. Demetrius.
Oh, well, good
shout out.
luck to him. I've got a couple
Yeah.
of family members that went to the Navy.
Yeah. Luckily, he's actually closer now because he's in Chicago and everything. He's at the Great Lakes something to train. So this will be nice. So I mean, well, hopefully we're gonna be able to like send letters and stuff and keep up with him and everything. But I am a little worried. I'm not gonna lie and everything when he said he was going to be enlisted. Like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Always a little. Always a little.
Look a little, yeah. Christmas, New Year's was because I came down with COVID and then I helped a friend and stuff and it was not what I planned, but it was okay
How'd you get COVID?
from the friend.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's all we're gonna get.
yeah, that's all you're gonna get right now. At least.
I guess that's for Patreon too, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I was also like, it was my birthday pass as well, and it also had COVID and stuff. So again, another
Oh,
year.
I forgot your birthday was in December. What day was it? I got to put it on my phone because my alarm didn't go
You
off.
don't know
I'm
what
so
day your
sorry.
friend's birthday is?
Dude,
You gonna admit that
Like,
on air? Who told him to do this?
because ever since like I stopped using Facebook, I gotta put
know you
this shit
forgot.
like in my phone and have my alarms go off and tell me when people's birthdays are.
You know what? You are
okay.
right though. Facebook has like accustomed us to
Yeah, it spoiled us.
to be reminded when people's birthdays are. So when you stop using Facebook, and I turned off all my notifications.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why I know someone is born because Taryn will text me like somebody's birthday, just say happy birthday.
Exactly.
Oh, that must be nice.
Yeah, like,
Other than that, I don't fucking tell nobody.
I remember back in the day when like Facebook would even text you. Like they would be like, "Hey, remember their birthday's coming up in the day. Remember they say happy birthday." Like, "Oh shit."
Glad they stopped doing that shit. Like I'm not getting y'all nothing, so I don't know why you tell me in advance.
Why you tell me to do that?
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, if I feel like, that also spoiled me a long time with the numbers. Like I don't know how to call anybody except for my brother. If something went down, I just don't know anybody's number.
If I
Anybody.
go to jail, I'm staying in jail.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
exactly.
I'm being there.
I'm calling 911.
No.
I'll grab that fucking turned dial phone. I'll say, "Okay, Google."
But yeah.
So is this the second winter that you got COVID
Yeah.
in your birthday?
Yeah. For New Year's and birthday.
Here's what we're gonna do
In a
next
row?
year.
What did you do?
Yes.
Wait, time out. What did you do last time? Did you talk to the same person?
Probably can't tell us.
No, last time I was actually at home. I spent like, okay, I went into New Year's with my family. The day before New Year's, I'm like, what is this? And then like, I'm good. And then New Year's Eve, like we were like, hey, me and my mom was just on the couch just dying, like, wow, something's hitting. I don't know what's happening. And then the next couple days, I was just in the bed. I was just in and out of a coma, coming out for water, so I don't fucking die from dehydration. Then
Just
right
water?
into bed.
Yeah,
Yeah, just water.
You got to live it.
Yeah, it was terrible last year. This year was thankfully better because I had I finally got the vaccination before vacation. So
Do you
felt
see
like it
what
helped.
science does to all these anti-vaxxers out there? Do you see
Yeah.
what, you as you lived it? You see what science does? Y'all remember when I first got that shit? When we lived together and I was walking
Yeah.
around for like a month just like a fucking corpse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I remember. You're like a ghost coming in and out of your room.
Just like every other day. Did he have COVID all the time when we lived together?
We talking about he was out in the living room all the time. I
wouldn't
bet
all
it's
the
all you.
time.
I wouldn't know.
All the time.
Yeah, you were in your fucking.
That's both
you
of
were
you
on your
guys.
floor.
Not too much at me, all right?
That's both
Can
of
we
you
just...
guys. I had to convince you guys to like, open your fucking doors and live with the people who you live
I
with.
was living inside. Just
I was.
don't.
Look, I came from an abusive situation. I was happy to have some privacy. I'm sorry. Okay, I was like, oh my god, I can close my door and they won't just come in. Thank the fucking Lord.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't mean to take it out on you guys, but I was just happy to have my space.
Yeah, it's okay. You were guarded. You were living your truth. That's
Yes.
fine.
on the other side.
On
All right.
the other side.
Yeah, he hears it.
So listen, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Of the jury.
Of the jury. Of the court.
We are gathered here today to let you know that there have been some allegations going around
A lot.
Wow.
A lot of
of the
allegations.
of the sexual kind. Because
Wow. I mean, which one?
lawful allegations.
Yeah.
Lawful actions.
Lawful actions and,
Lawful thrusting.
and lawful fucking trains. Did y'all hear about these cops?
Yo.
Oh shit.
Yo, the cops, the fucking cops over where look
Tennessee or something?
Yeah, in Tennessee, what they call it, La Verde.
La Verde.
Police Department of La Verde over there.
Yeah. Like, I
they've been
started-
getting into some shit.
I was like before we came over here, like I saw like on Twitter the meme started to pick up and everything, and everyone's like, oh yeah, don't worry, she's fine, everything. The girl who's fine, and they just show a picture of her. Like,
Megan?
Yeah, Megan.
Megan Mouthful?
Megan Mouthful. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
She was. And listen, my girl Megan was for the team, so
She had the right to remain silent.
or as loud as she wanted to.
Exactly.
You know.
Take us down. What happened?
So, I'll say this: the fastest open and shut case of getting cops out of here I've ever seen. You know what I mean? They came down on them so fast. I mean, over in La Verde,
There's no D. There's no D. It's Laverne.
I'm being weird because I want to
don't live there, it's okay. Yeah.
I don't know the place.
Yeah, so it's a suburb outside of Nashville, Tennessee. Five officers have been fired. 3 more have been suspended without pay after it was discovered that allegations of the 60-person police department, there was a situation that's unacceptable and brought to our attention. Immediately investigated and action was taken upon the individuals.
Yeah, she got eventually. Homegirl was in there. Somebody snitched.
I was gonna say someone was mad.
Yeah, somebody was mad
Somebody
that they couldn't get in the.
they couldn't
So
get in
long
the-
story short, somebody couldn't get in the circle. He couldn't get in the inner circle, so he ratted and got it out there that homegirl was taking it from the whole
From the
roster.
force. From the whole force.
Practically the whole force.
It was, first of all this consensual,
Of course.
and somebody. It has to be someone who got called in with it. Someone higher up. They was like,
Yeah.
hey, and she wasn't feeling him.
Yeah.
He was like, you weren't feeling me. All right, I got you.
Bet.
It
Got
was
you. This shit done.
consensual, and most importantly, it was on the clock. Talk
Yeah.
about using
Absolutely.
company time. See, I use my company time to take a shit.
Exactly.
I've
right.
never thought about running a train on
I
somebody.
never have I thought about that, but I'm open to it. You
on
know,
the city's
that's-
dollar. On the city's dollar.
That's
We
great.
paid for y'all to make Girls Gone Wild content, to make Brazzers content.
I feel like that video should go live for everybody.
Absolutely. We need to see
We paid for
exactly.
this.
Upload it. That's ours. That's not yours. That's ours.
Exactly. We need to have that uploaded immediately to a site of their choice, of course. But we need that. We need to see.
We need to see
all the content.
We need to see the evidence.
Since our taxes paid
Come
for
up
it.
off it.
Exactly. Since our taxes paid for it. They got them out of here super quick, guys. I cannot speak
I know.
that enough.
You can see where their priorities are.
Absolutely.
I'm like, if it was any other case that has something to do within the ranks of the police department and everything, it would take years. And we probably wouldn't even hear about it. Or if we hear about it, it would just be swept under the rug and everything. And no one would have, like, some people would have got, like, off without pay or so, off with pay or some shit like that. You know,
Let me
suspended with pay.
read this bullshit. Hold on,
I'm pretty sure they
let me
were
read this
suspended with
bullshit
pay.
right here.
It was this
No,
thing.
they were
Okay.
suspended without pay. They were
Oh,
suspended without
word?
pay. Yeah, it's not okay. They shut them down. I'm like, this is how it should go for other shit. And of all the shit that comes up about cops, I'm telling you guys, I'm riding with the blue on this one.
The fucking-
Nobody should have got fired for this.
Yeah, no, it's enough.
This is crazy.
The fucking CSI team came in, mask and gloves, to
Yo.
swipe all the semen off of the countertops.
And there was plenty from what I heard.
Bro, there was shit in the corners and the ceilings. All right,
You know?
Fuck.
it got into some niggas Gatorade.
Not the Gatorade bottle.
Listen to this bullshit right here from one of these higher ups. He said this situation is unacceptable, and as soon as it was brought to our attention, it was immediately investigated and action was taken upon the individuals involved. Cole said in a statement, "Our top priority moving forward will include rebuilding the public's trust."
It was him.
Shut the fuck up.
We don't care.
Are you serious?
He went to the back. He tried to get some dome. She said no. He said bet.
I'm not into
Bro,
it.
no
He
one
said
Oh,
the
sorry.
actions of a few do not represent the actions of the whole.
bullshit out
Motherfucker,
here.
it was 10% of your police department was in there fucking. What
For how long? For how many months? For how many months?
A long time, bro.
Oh my god.
Who knows? But listen, I stand by these actions. I don't see what the problem is.
I really
don't
don't.
see why they have to get fired for that. It's not like they shot innocent people or anything.
No, and
they were just getting it bumping on the job.
You know what we should do? We should
they
pay
did
attention.
shoot the club up though.
I mean,
We should pay attention to it and see if like they get hired at other police academies,
my God.
other police forces.
They gotta be blacklisted.
yeah,
They got, like,
you can't have sex with each other. on the job.
Blacklisted for getting blasted? I don't think so.
Well,
Well,
blasted.
at least one of them is blacked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't she have a husband?
Yeah, who stands by
He
her?
is the strongest man of us all.
Strongest.
I don't think he's strong
Strongest.
so much as he's probably
Cucked.
one of he's probably one of them.
He's fucking.
Nah, my man stands in the corner.
Well, look. If he is good,
Like be real,
Good
he's
for them.
not gonna say that shit out loud. He's not.
Why wouldn't you? It's out. It's out now.
I know.
It's out now. It's out now,
it's
so he
hip.
can't say it out loud.
It's hip now. To be a cuck is hip.
is
It's
hip.
one
Is
of
it?
them.
Is it? I'm not saying that.
Yes,
I would
it
never
is.
say that. Is it hip?
According
Those
to
are your words,
Pornhub.
not mine.
Yeah.
According to Pornhub.
It's fine. Yeah.
Statistics don't lie.
Hey, straight up. All right.
Yeah.
Yo, she's gotta have some fire ass box.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but then again, they're a bunch of cops, so
I mean,
That's
yeah.
right.
I mean, any box is box, right?
yeah.
They're probably taking what they can get.
I mean,
If it's on
She's
the
taking all she can get.
yeah, as much as she can get, and I stand
cock on the clock.
cock on the clock, and I stand
For
by
the cop.
I stand by it. Yeah. Fuck it.
Bars.
Officer McGuack over here. I stand by her.
Look. Whatever they gotta do to calm these cops down, so they'll go around shooting people and killing them on duty and everything.
right.
If they have to get some dome on duty in order to calm down,
She was doing a
she was
public
doing a
service.
service.
This
Exactly.
was de-escalation practice.
Absolutely, the only one I support. Hello?
Yo, buddy, calm down. Matter of fact, meet me in the squad car. Calm down in the squad car right quick.
See,
Buddy
this is-
said we fired them all, but make no mistake, we do have enough officers to cover all of our shifts. Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? You don't care, all right?
You don't.
Give us the footage. That's all I'm saying.
They're so fucking extra
This
with
other
it.
shit.
With
Give
some-
us the footage.
With something like that, with a statement like that, we have enough officers to cover the rest of the shifts. Like, okay, well, how did you let these officers in here, and how did you let them continue to do this? How do you monitor your workforce? If this shit happened under your nose, where you have security cameras in your offices,
Well, it usually happens under the nose. It's like it's right down there.
I wonder what else is you're letting fly under the radar.
This is,
Nothing else.
this is
Everything.
probably like the whole city was unprotected for an entire shift. Like there's like 6 of them. Like that's the entire shift.
She had like 8 people are on leave. That's a lot of
A
folks.
whole part of the city just like
just
dark.
The whole avenue.
People calling 911. Hello.
Hello?
An officer is on their way.
No one
John.
answers.
John.
There's a lady laying down in the middle of the street bleeding
Yeah,
out.
Family Guy style, just arm behind the back, just
Officer Shield.
Yeah.
Officer Shield gets officer.
We have a 2318 shield. Officer shield.
Officer,
what if what if they called? What if when people called, all they got was, like
they did that shit on purpose. Like, hey, turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on.
I'm being stabbed. Somebody help me, please.
Fucking voyeurs.
This is one of the greatest cop stories I've ever heard. They've
And
been involved with.
It should be a movie.
I'm into it.
It might be.
Yeah.
Brazzers, get on it.
This
Pick
would
it
have been a
up.
Skin and Max movie back in the day.
Oh, fuck
100%.
yeah. It probably already is. If I'm being
And it's like it's perfect because the names are such fucking cop.
They're made
names.
up. They're
Yeah.
generated. They have to. I can't believe those people are real. Shield. Fucking Holiday.
Yeah, you know the
Officer
guys.
Shield,
You know the
Officer
guys
Holiday.
that. You know the guys when you play like the fighting games that have the little advanced modes.
Yeah.
and they have the little names that
Yeah, they
they
give them
empower. But that's what these guys are. They're like they're just PMC generated officer names. I'm surprised we didn't have a mix something in there.
Yeah.
Man.
That would have made it perfect.
It's almost like the law doesn't mean anything to some people.
Hey, like Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard? Hey, I'm catching them. I'm catching them. How's that? You guys like my segue catching?
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, Ezra Miller. All right, guys. My man is pleading guilty.
Taking
okay. And
Yeah.
we've heard so much. You know, a lot of us were starting to lose faith in the justice system.
I mean,
You know.
I mean, your faith wasn't restored.
No, I mean, it was a little bit ago, but
Hearing about Pound Town Depot.
like it starts off like, okay, he's pleading guilty. He's going to get justice, right? Justice. But apparently he's pleading guilty, so the charges gets dropped.
yeah, of course. I mean, duh.
So
That's my game, baby.
Like,
He's rich.
so
He got the money.
So
It's awesome.
What justice is there?
Fuck justice.
Yeah, like
Free my man.
He's not going to free your man.
So
Free my man.
what charges does he?
Generally.
Kidnapping, I think.
Burglary.
Guilty to the burglary
This
one.
is a reverse
burglary,
flash.
sorry.
This is a reverse flash. It's Ezra.
Ezra
Miller.
Yeah.
Not Ezra. This is reverse flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raza Miller. Yeah, easily. The charges are trespassing, burglary, and larceny charges.
So Saturday evening.
Pretty much, you know, for most people. Soft ass shit.
That was not even a tenth of what I was able to do in Hawaii.
It's like Miller promises to work on his own mental health following the public display of drama. That's what they're calling it. Well, yeah,
They're promising.
I will say he has been quiet for a few months.
yeah, he calmed down.
Somebody went in there and strung armed the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Gave him the sedatives, put him back on his fucking medication.
They say you gotta calm down. This
James
movie
Gunn
needs to
comes
come
in and
out.
starts cleaning up the place.
Hell yeah.
Take
Take this
brings out the
Adderall.
gun.
Take your Adderall. Take it. Hold them. Take your Adderall
He's like, I'm too fast.
You can't stop me. Get on the wall.
and repeat after me. I've made a mistake
He's like,
and I'm pleading guilty.
he's like, I've made.
James Gunn came in with Batista and sat his ass down.
Yeah. He said, you're fired, but you can stay. You're a little spicy. I'm like,
I like that.
I like this one. He can stay. So yeah, another thing that
Keeps
happened.
it interesting.
Yeah, it keeps it interesting.
Oh my god! I want a fucking edit, and I may do it myself. Fucking like Mr. Krabs frying everyone from the Krusty Krab, except for the clown. He's
Except
like,
for you.
no,
You stay.
Fucking Ezra.
Yeah, his little face on the fish head. Absolutely. So another thing that happened while we were gone is the fucking collapse of the DCEU. All right, the fucking hornet's nest has been burned to the ground.
It was already on the. It was already burned.
Yeah, I'm about to say, let's be real. Like the collapse of the DCEU, it has to be established in the first place, and that shit has never been established.
It's been a third world state for a while now, and the Civil War is just now picking up. But the Snyderverse fans are not happy at all.
It's getting ugly. They're even eating their own. They're ripping down their own territories.
They eat their wounded.
It's crazy. Turning on Wonder Woman. I heard some praise for 2012's Green Lantern. Like
my God.
they are
Even
really,
this is better than
they are imploding.
They're
over there.
fucking feral.
Like straight up. James Gunn is like some evil maniacal murderer.
This is
who-
what happens. Like when they said that they were a Snyder cult, they weren't lying.
Yeah, man.
This wasn't pretend. They made the entire personality around the Snyderverse entirely.
Entirely.
You
But
don't
the thing
you
is,
don't.
I mean, some people do that with the MCU. But the thing is, the difference is that MCU is
On and popping?
Yeah, on and popping, and Snyder just can't.
Yeah. Oh, can't say that. I forgot. Let me.
I don't think
you're-
Snyder understands. Like he could probably make like an OnlyFans, and these cats would be like all over his ass.
Yeah, they went crazy.
All over his
They went
ass.
crazy when he posted that little dumbass screenshot of that Green Lantern. By the way, is that shit taken down? Does he still have that up? Does anybody know he still has that Green Lantern icon?
I
He
can't.
needs to take that down. He needs to take that off his resume. He was not in the movie. He was never gonna be.
was
Just
not-
want to reiterate that for anybody who doesn't
He
know.
will live and die by that fucking concept art. Okay?
I swear it was gonna happen. I was
was.
gonna shoot the footage in my backyard,
There's footage and everything.
but yeah, everything fell apart. Henry Cavill got fired. People were mad, but then they were happy.
I was
again.
mad.
Yeah, you didn't want to see him come back and fight Black Adam for.
Oh, you didn't want to see the new verse, Adam.
Yeah.
The Superman over and over again. 'Cause apparently that was what's going to moving forward. That was going to happen.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
they
just a
wanted.
Henry Cavill fan. All right.
I know. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. You
Yeah.
guys can pretend to like Warhammer when that comes out.
I will look. I have been dodging Warhammer for 2 fucking decades. All right,
thought you-
and Henry Cavill's gonna be the one to bring me in.
I thought
course
you
he
already
is.
started reading it. Or was that Dune?
That was Dune.
Okay, never mind.
I read 4 Dune books, 3 Dune books.
God damn.
I can't remember. Well, listened.
and then apparently as it collapsed and everything, fucking I mean, as we already knew, The Rock is like in denial about like
Straight up.
he will not stop saying like, and he
Check on him,
I
somebody.
think I mentioned this before. He's active on Twitter, actively defending Black Adam
Not
to
anymore.
the death. Oh, not anymore. Oh,
He
okay.
has officially unfollowed the Black Adam.
They broke up.
Guys, the hierarchy of power in DC has changed once again.
Oh my god!
After Black Adam officially bombed,
Yeah.
he went on a spree of deleting tweets and unfollowing Black.
Oh my god!
Points to him for trying to, keep the market alive. All right, that's all he was trying to do.
He's trying to keep his pocket
Market. Yeah, what are you talking about? What market?
He didn't know it wasn't there.
He was trying to sell some
Listen.
tequila. He wasn't trying to.
Yes.
He didn't give a fuck about.
Always was his fucking. He didn't give a fuck about that superhero market. It's like, oh, another way to
Well,
make
now
money.
he's got his eyes set on the new mountain and a new endeavor,
What is it?
and that is the Marvel Universe.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Come where the money is, baby.
Yeah.
Come where the money is.
He has shown some interest to want to join the Marvel Universe in
Oh
some
my
way, shape, or
God.
form. So let's play a game.
Hercules.
Let's play a game.
We
No,
already
Hercules is
cast
already
Hercules.
cast.
Yeah,
No,
he
he's already
was good.
cast.
We can recast him.
No.
Easily.
Yes, we can.
It's listen. They only recast women right
They
right
recast-
before
no,
the
they
film.
recast-
And Terrence Howard.
And but that's the exception. They've never done that again. All right, unless somebody
They already recast fucking Thanos.
what? He's a CG person,
And
so he's not really whatever. It doesn't matter. But the point is that like I don't know. They don't do that right away.
can.
They can, but they're not going to.
they're going to for The Rock. You think that what's his face, the guy who they put into Hercules' role, is gonna like
They're
stand up
not
to The
gonna
Rock?
listen. The Rock is not going to take
And if
Hercules.
it's-
No,
why not?
The Rock
He's
is
not gonna-
Hercules.
I
I
got
don't
it.
want.
Who's bigger? Who's
I got
bigger?
it. It's going to be egregious. All right.
Don't say it.
What am I going to say?
Because I've seen a lot of people on the internet saying
gonna-
Luke Cage.
No.
Okay, God,
It's going to
no.
be egregious, and I'm looking into the future to what other Marvel properties can they use? What can they do? How can they make people laugh at this? Colossus.
That's not a reach. That's not a reach. He could do that, but he won't.
He's not gonna do that.
That's a
It's
reach.
It's
Yeah.
too small for him.
And also a Russian accent. Have you heard The Rock do accents?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Remember his Egyptian accent in Black Adam?
The,
What
Sam-
Egyptian
the
accent?
Samoan
Exactly.
Russian. Come on.
Samoan Russian.
Samoan.
Yeah, Samoan.
That's a Russian.
Nah, it wasn't a good fit. It just wasn't a good fit at all.
Like, would you guys be interested to see him as a villain, like an actual villain this time, instead of pretend hero?
He will never be a villain.
He will
He'll never
never
be
do
because
that.
villains don't come back.
Yes, they do. Loki came back.
He's not a villain.
He's white. They get to remake their image anytime they feel like it.
Oh my
So he was special in
All right,
that
I'm
way.
flipping that.
Even though he killed a bunch of people, he just
Yeah.
got to be a likable character.
I mean, he got to die like
Several times.
Several times. He even got to learn from his death.
from seeing it.
Must be nice to do that. Who I don't know. As far as Marvel characters, The Rock could do
Oh, I know what he can do.
Exodus.
what?
Exodus.
No,
I'm
Small.
thinking
Too
X-Men.
small.
I'm
Too
thinking
small.
X-Men.
Guys,
It's got to be something with that.
guys, he wants to still be a kind of Superman character, right? So what he could play is Blue Marvel.
No, stop it.
Hyperion.
Yeah.
Hyperion.
No.
Go
That's
Hyperion.
egregious. That's egregious.
No,
Go
okay,
Hyperion.
Well, you know.
Black Adam. I mean, Blue Marvel's smart.
They'll get Idris Elba
Are
for
you
Blue
saying
Marvel
that
before
Rock
they'll
can't
get
be
The Rock.
smart?
Have you seen The Rock play a scientist?
Has he?
Yes.
You never
yes.
given a chance.
Yes.
How was that?
Remember when it, well, how was it?
How was that performance?
Oh, you didn't say what movie. You said how was it? I don't know.
Oh, yes, exactly.
I don't know. I don't know.
So no, get that out of here.
look,
Blue
look.
Marvel is a black man, 100%. We're not gonna do that. Get him out of
What do
here.
you mean 100%?
As in, he's like straight up. He's a black dude.
Okay,
He's not
so-
like
so
mixing
The Rock-
anything.
You don't think The Rock is?
Stop,
You know,
yo.
that's what I'm
Stop
saying.
it. Stop it. Stop it.
What are we doing?
The Rock is
Not just not.
Okay.
I
What
didn't
are you
know-
trying to say?
What
I
are you trying to say,
didn't
bro?
know we gatekeeping blackness.
Yes, we are. We are actually.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Oh, you are. It's okay.
Yeah, I am.
This
I'll
is the
admit that.
progressive left.
Yeah.
Joe Biden's America.
Listen to the
Fucking
light
niggas.
skin.
Fucking niggas.
Listen to the
I
light
know,
skin
listen to the
gatekeep blackness.
That's right. All right.
That's
The
some light skin shit
Y'all
right
can't
there.
let The Rock claim Blue Marvel. Come on.
Claim?
What
We're
are you
just saying
talking
that he
about?
could play him.
No,
He's
he
not
can't.
No,
he cannot.
nigga, he ain't gonna claim. He gonna be.
Guys, look at Black Beetle, yo. Look at him. Look at Blue Marvel, yo. That's not The Rock.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is now.
Yeah, it is.
You know what? If they do it, I'll fully support it
If
because
the
I'm
Rock,
chill.
are you saying the Rock and Blue isn't something to marvel at?
Look, I just really think that it's very coincidental that now that Rock is like looking into Marvel, that the VP of like Marvel Studios is like saying, I think we need a Superman character. Blue Marvel.
That would be a shame. If
He's close to the Rock, right?
Listen, this is just like that Spider-Man thing all over again, where Thor from the hood. I'm getting very Thor from the hood with this. I don't want to see the Rock play Blue Marvel, yo.
What do you mean?
Just being honest.
What do you mean Thor from the hood? It can't be. I'm not gonna punch at that movie anymore.
What are you doing?
I'm not gonna punch.
Yes, you are. Say it. Say his name.
No.
Say it. Say his name.
Say it.
Love and Thunder. Yeah. Yes. Feel me. First Love and Thunder of the year. Yes.
Jesus. But I don't know, man. I feel like
like seriously though,
Venom.
No. I mean, he was not going to play a villain.
Venom's not a villain anymore. Venom hasn't been a villain in years.
Venom is not a villain.
No, I mean, okay, I'm just saying he's not going to be.
The Man in Black is back.
Yeah, I mean, he can do that. He can go right into it.
No. First, we gotta fucking pull Spider-Man and all the rest of the properties from Sony.
No, I got it.
No, we don't.
No, we
yes,
don't.
you do.
I got it.
What?
The symbiote. We
Symbiote.
You're right. The symbiote. We read King in Black. All right.
You read King in Black?
I read King in Black. So we all saw what happened. The symbiote can make its own. It can be its own thing. It doesn't need to possess anybody. Just have it take the visage of the Rock.
That doesn't sound popular.
That doesn't sound popular at all.
That sounds below my The Rock's taste.
And also, how dare you say he can play Venom when Eddie Brock has already been chosen as, Tom Hardy.
He's already here, Tom.
No.
But he went back to his universe though. So
Bet. So we could totally
Another
get
universe.
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, he got
God.
radiated.
The
All right,
Rock
he got irradiated.
Coming out of as a reporter with his fucking little camera. I'm like,
Yeah.
Gotta take these
He's
pictures.
like, I take pictures on a little phone.
So
It's manly.
him fucking intimidating people as he's trying to interview him. Like, so you tell me, like, oh shit.
Looking down at him. Mm-hmm. Hey man,
What happened?
Where did you get that tiny equipment from? From the quantum verse?
From the fucking Quantumverse.
From the Quantumverse.
Speaking of like the Quantumverse, you guys see that new Antman trailer?
Yep.
Yeah, my man Jonathan Majors is in like at least 5 million movies this year. But,
Shout out.
More.
Shout
5 million
out.
more.
I'm
5
not
million
gonna,
more.
I'm not gonna lie. I like the first one, and
The
maybe
first
because
Ant-Man?
the first Ant-Man trailer.
Oh
of
yeah,
this
I
one.
like that first one too.
I like
This
that,
one
and I
was
think
a
the
little,
song, it's a little samey, right? Like,
Yeah.
by the numbers.
This one's a little give a little much.
You, I know you were afraid of like watching this. Like, do you think it revealed too much?
I do think it gave me too much because it gave me an idea of what's going to happen in the movie and what's going to lead up to these events happening in the movie. It gave me that idea. And I never want an idea of what's going on in the movie verbatim from a movie trailer. I want to know the movie's existing. I don't want to know what's happening in the movie.
So here's my pushback on that. Marvel's been really good at okie doking.
True.
Marvel's been really good at showing you a premise in the movie that you think is going to go a certain way and then flipping it on you.
All right, give me an example.
I'm sorry.
Give me an example.
Multiversal Madness kind of did it.
Not to me.
Infinity War did it.
Infinity War did it.
Not to me.
I have okay.
Okay.
Look at you fucking-
Fuck.
Real quick. There was, and also that may actually stop because apparently there was a lawsuit, like a very small lawsuit.
You're right.
You
I
hear
did
what I'm
see
talking
about that.
about trailers lying.
What a bitch.
Yep.
Somebody tried to sue because of that one trailer where you clearly see the Hulk running with the rest of the people, and then it turns out to be the Hulk suit in the actual production. Mm-hmm. You have nothing better to do.
Yes.
Like I can understand like other other movies that lied, like Wolverine and the Origins of Wolverine and everything, because they lied to me and told me that it was going to be a good movie and it wasn't. So I can understand being mad about that shit, but like that Marvel's doing it correctly. You're supposed to like
Okie dokie.
so
Yeah.
you don't get everything, and so when you finally watch the movie, you can be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're doing this hard rule wise, like everything that was in the trailer has to be in the movie, then the trailers are
Might as well be the movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
just a smaller version of it.
Yeah.
I forgot. Only Black Adam makes the trailer, and they don't okie dokie you. They just gave you 80% of the film.
They did.
If only there was like some recent example of something making a trailer for a movie, and then you go and you're surprised at everything that happened. That happened to
Hereditary?
me. That happened to me with Megan.
Megan was incredible.
not a single trailer told you what that movie was like actually going to be about, and then you went into this movie getting information from the movie that you went to go see.
Oh shit! It was that. Oh, really?
What's so hard about that?
It was well done. Mm-hmm. All right, it was really well done.
That was probably because they went to the right trailer people.
Throw
go
Chucky in the trash now.
Shut up.
I mean, like,
whoa.
No, he's right. He's right.
now, and
He's right.
Let me correct myself.
No, we
you.
don't need pull cords no more. We don't need pull cords no more. There's a snake in my boot.
Not our classic Chucky greats. All right, those are forever where they're at.
Thank you.
Okay, but calm
Shut
down.
the
What's
fuck
going on
up.
with you? Like, stop it.
Hating ass.
Stop the cap. Well, hold on. Don't take yourself out of that boat.
Hey,
What are you talking about?
No,
I came in
don't
here
stop.
ready
Don't
to-
stop.
I
Don't stop. You're talking about Megan.
yeah.
You're talking
We're
about
talking about
Megan.
Megan.
Just don't
Okay.
take yourself out of it. I just want to let you know that. But
For the
yeah.
Patreon.
Yeah, that's for the Patreon. We'll be saying that till we have one. But yeah, man, it was a really, really, really good film. It was really, really well done. They could do it forever. But what I mean is Chucky, the 2000s era for Chuck haven't been that great. So
I mean,
I heard the
You're on
show's
first name
decent.
basis?
Huh?
You're on first name basis?
Yeah, we're
You're
on
Chuck.
first name basis.
Yeah.
I'm calling
Chuck.
Chuck. You know?
His name is Charles Lee Ray. All right.
When he was a
Chuck.
man.
He
No, when he was a
he's
little
still a
baby
man.
boy.
Are you saying little people can't be men?
He's a doll. He's not a little That's not what
But he is
that's
a
not
little
the same
person.
thing.
But he has a child.
He does.
Dolls
Who's
can
also a
have
little
kids. All right, apparently.
They could just okay.
Apparently. So anyway, yeah, I mean, now we have something, a slasher doll, a modern one. We can just stop trying to use him, stop trying to shovel his corpse onto the.
Okay, how about this? This is. I feel like this is better. Like
No, only Megan.
no, Chucky is like however Chucky continues, it's always made for the fans.
Don't continue.
It was never meant to like. It's basically a passion project for the guy who's created Chucky and everything. But now the public, the rest of the world, can just enjoy Megan for what it is. They can have their resurgence of haunted dolls or scary dolls through Megan.
She's not haunted.
Megan's now haunted.
I know,
She's just that bitch.
She's
It's
exactly.
the same,
Yes,
look,
sir.
bro. I'm just saying it's the
when
same.
she started singing, I knew it was game over.
Yo,
it was
it's
game
done.
over. It
It's
was game
done.
over. I said,
I'm like,
"Oh my god, give me 5. I'll buy
wait.
5.
What the fuck?
Take my kidney. I'll buy 5.
Heido, what are they talking about?
You got to see the movie.
You gotta see the movie.
And obviously, I mean,
There's a karaoke scene?
I don't know. You got to see the movie.
So
You gotta see the movie. Like listen, Megan.
Like
She puts out the hits.
Very rarely do you write yourself the movie was written well. Very rarely do you write yourself into a situation and like as a viewer you go, oh fuck, that's good.
Yeah, dude, that bulletproof. Oh, I was like,
I'm
oh,
that
I was like, oh, Meg. But yeah, really, really good movie. The only other one that the trailer. Did you guys see that Evil Dead Rise?
yeah.
fire.
Whew, looks real good.
I actually really enjoyed the first remake
Me too.
that they did.
They were supposed
It
to
was
do
a
more
girl.
with that.
Why do you like that? It was a girl.
I mean, this is a girl too.
It's woke garbage. Where's Ash?
Where's Ashley?
Where's the real Ash?
I mean, his name is Ashley.
It is Ashley.
It was really well done, really well shot. I mean, the horror was there. It looks like they're keeping the same energy going with this one.
I'm hoping
And-
like as long as they keep give me that same, like you said, the energy from that trailer and from like how we were back in the past. I'm all for it. Like make me feel uncomfortable. Maybe squirm in my fucking chair with all the like gore scenes and the horror scenes and stuff. Because that's where Evil Dead really shines.
When they showed that glass in the throat, I was like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with eating glass and shit.
The trailer did a really good job of making you feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah, like or the fucking cheese grater on the fucking calf. Ooh, like
boy.
yeah, I can't.
I was getting uncomfortable with smashing the eggs in the pan. You know how hard I tried to not get the little eggshells in my.
I know, like
in this economy, in this economy,
Bro,
you wasting eggs.
we got to hit a roach. We got to hit a roach. We got to hit a roach.
does he have chickens?
Huh?
Does he have chickens?
Yeah.
Oh
That's
shit!
incredible.
I asked him to name one General Tso.
But
Yeah,
that's
I'm about to start breathing chickens, man. Like, next time we have a show, there's just gonna be chicken coops.
You
all over the walls.
can't
That could
have
be a-
chickens over here with these 2 murderers outside.
I know.
Oh yeah, you're right.
the murderers are inside the house. By the way.
They're inside the house.
They're inside the house.
The pig in a blanket stealer herself.
I know.
What else we got going on, man? I had to look at my phone every once in a while.
You do? Yeah.
So there was while we get the next topic going, there was a couple of spots last night where my dog would hijack people's food. I'm talking about forcefully steel out of people's hands.
Okay.
So I kept having to tell people, like, don't walk with food by your hips. Because as soon as somebody was walking by with a cracker and she came out from under a table like a fucking, like a hungry hippo and just took his whole hand.
Cracker, yo.
People were maimed last night. Pigs in a blanket were stolen.
Speaking of pigs and blankets.
And eating, bro. You crushed them motherfuckers. I saw you. You
I
crushed
was
them
smashing the
motherfuckers.
motherfuckers. I woke up this morning, these fucking sausages were falling out my mouth. like Megan Hall.
What the
Shout out to
fuck?
Megan, yo.
Shout out to Megan.
I stand with the thin blue line on that.
That's right.
All right?
That's right.
I stand right with the boys in blue on that one. Don't fire anybody for that. Nobody deserves to go down.
I do wonder if someone
She
needs to
went
be,
down.
but
She was getting that Fifth Amendment.
I do have to. Fuck.
I'm trying to come up with a cop thing, but I can't.
It's hard.
Damn.
There's not enough qualified immunity for that.
Hey, my man.
Speaking of which, like, I don't know who. Speaking of people being fired, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. I kind of like this, but I'm not sure. Apparently, they're doing some weird stuff with stuff at Toho with the Kaijus and shit. And now Gigan or whatever has a whole family.
All right,
Explain what you're talking
I want you to
about.
pause. I want you to
Who the fuck
pause.
is Gigan?
Okay.
You use a lot of words that a lot of people won't understand.
Foreign words.
Okay, Godzilla monsters. Gigan is the monster with the slicer arms and the
With the buzzsaw belly?
the buzzsaw belly and everything with the one eye. It
Is
looks
that
like
one of
a
them
bird.
Pokemon?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
one
it's like a
of the
Pokemon.
Pokemon?
Baby. Exactly.
It's Baxcalibur.
And he's always just been, he comes down every so often, fucks Godzilla up, and then gets fucked over and dies. But apparently, somebody fucking decided to give him an entire family.
He's got a family. I got to tell you, his wife is looking pretty mint condition.
It's not.
There.
It's his mom.
That's his mom. That's a MILF?
That's his dad.
Sheesh.
I'll put it up right here. Like the big green one in the back is his dad. Next to him, with the fucking huge ass hips, is his mom.
Wait, I thought that's his mom and dad?
That's his mom and dad.
That's him in the corner?
That's
I thought that was his son.
No, that's a little him. That's him.
That's him?
That's him. That's Gigan.
Bro, his mom's stacked.
His mom.
His mom is stacked.
And they knew
And
exactly.
all the sisters stacked too.
Oh fuck yeah! Like they make sure to have these extra pictures within the advertiser or whatever with her showing it from the back, showing what you buying. I
Yeah.
guess I'm not sure what this is for.
Why do they
She
have her
looking thick
style
like a
like this?
Warframe.
Shit. Like so now there's I guess a new genre or of porn has been unlocked for
you.
even though
Yeah.
you're right.
Tell
I'm
us-
sure it's
tell us
already
how it is.
existed.
Tell us how it is.
No.
Sloppy.
It's sloppy, but now it's in the public eye. Now you all can share in the knowledge as well.
It's not in the public eye. Just, make sure the lighting isn't there,
Yeah.
There you go.
It's got to stay dark.
You gotta say
You need that drunk bar room energy, you know?
in the dog you hear.
Hold on. I just want to take this moment to highlight this. Is this the little one over here? This is the guy who bodies your king, your Godzilla.
He doesn't body him.
You said he comes down from time to time and fucks Godzilla up. Did you not say that?
Sometimes in the
Damn,
past.
that's crazy. This is the guy who beats up Godzilla.
Let me see it again.
Yeah.
Let me see the picture.
Yeah, you see.
The little green one over there on the side.
Yeah, the half one.
Yeah.
That's what bodies
But,
Godzilla.
but mind you,
Wow.
he's usually doing it as a double team. He has to get his partners in crime like
Who else?
Megalon.
I mean, if he looks like
And-
this.
I mean, King Ghidorah.
If he brings his Thickums mom, it's over.
Bring the
It's
whole
over.
fan. Mom,
You think
he hit me! Like, okay.
Godzilla's not fighting that?
No, he's not.
He can't fight that.
She's too thick.
Godzilla on Munch.
A single dad like Godzilla? Never. Never.
Never. I would never.
This whole family is a munch. Get this little Godzilla shit out of here.
Shut up.
They're about to have some hideous crossbreeds coming over there, bro.
They're already hideous crossbreed. Speaking of hideous things that have happened, all right.
Wow.
Marvel and writer John Ridley have come under a little flack over over this weekend, all right.
Who?
The current writer for the latest Black Panther run. We read a few issues on this podcast. Luckily, we stopped at 4 before things got crazy.
Things got a little too liberal, a little too capitalistic,
Yeah.
a little too American.
Yeah.
I want to say Black Panther issue 13, we get a display of the internet being really mad that Captain America beat the brakes off T'Challa. I mean,
Yeah.
if you see these images, beat the brakes
I'll
off
bring
him
him up.
man.
I'll bring
Do we
him
have
up.
context behind what led up to this moment?
Okay, it doesn't that doesn't really. Okay, so the story is that, long story short, T'Challa is, instead of like like we cover here, he's doing a lot of shit on the sidelines.
Yeah,
and it's coming like the whole spy things, like the Wakandans who are dead and they're not technically living, but they're being spies on the side.
Yeah,
apparently somewhere between where we last left off and now, that has come out. The Avengers have caught wind of it. Shit's getting real bad, and of course the Avengers think they have to step in and do whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Well, they gotta police it.
Oh yeah, of course. And then that leads to a fucking confrontation between Captain America and T'Challa in his own book, where he gets mercilessly beat the shit out of by Captain America.
I'm gonna kick your butt.
He's gonna get a butt walloping.
You're gonna get a butt wallop.
I'm gonna give you a dose of freedom, son.
Listen, his trash talking game to other heroes is really bad. Like, it sounds like a 10-year-old.
He's Hank Hill.
You better,
without the ass.
You better get running home before I pack your lunch for you. Like, it's really not great.
If someone said that shit to me into a fight, I know he knows how to throw hands.
I mean, yeah, because all he does is go to church and beat people up.
You can't talk right, but you can throw hands.
Yeah,
true.
That man splits wood.
And it's kind of sad coming off of Judgment Day, where Cap had this really awesome arc of being like this, not that savior necessarily, but this like beacon of hope for all of humanity,
right?
And then he turns around and beats the
shit out of T'Challa.
Beat the shit.
And like, I have to, like, I will zoom into these panels. It is not. It's uncomfortable to watch, like, seeing these panels. Like, are you kidding? Like, it feels like, as Jamal has said before, it's like, it feels like he's it feels like racist.
There's
Cap.
that panel where he's got his hand cocked back. I mean, I have never. I was telling Clarence about this. I have never seen before. And this is the image they finally drew that makes Captain America look racist to me. Like, you cannot tell me this is not a racist white man. His face,
hold on.
like, you can just feel it.
Let me do this for Captain America. Let me try and bat for him. Can I do this?
Nah, of course you would. Yeah, go ahead.
Decades, okay?
Okay.
Decades of getting your ass beat.
By who?
By T'Challa.
Oh.
All right? Decades. And the one time he knows he's got it, you wouldn't make that face?
But why does he got it this time?
That wouldn't feel good?
Not white.
That wouldn't feel good?
I don't think so.
Imagine.
Not in those colors.
Jamal,
Not in those
Jamal,
colors.
look at me. Imagine all this shit I be talking to you about fighting games, and you piece me up undisputably. You ain't gonna look at me like I'm a little less than you for a second?
I mean, well, yeah.
Why
that's
you
different.
All right, then. All right.
That's different.
That's it.
Different.
That's it.
He never looked at him. He always looked at him as less. All right, now I can actually see it behind his eyes.
That's it. He finally got the W. He's like, fuck yeah!
He's like, oh my god, I'm winning.
I'm doing this.
Now,
I'm doing this.
I'm winning.
I'm doing this. Sure, you watch.
The fact that this happened in T'Challa's book, like, that's part of the reason why Ridley's been getting a lot of flack. Like, people just don't like this run, apparently. I wasn't really feeling it.
I like the start of it.
Yeah, start of it's awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm not really, the more they divulge shit like this. Now, obviously, this is not really that serious of a topic for me. I don't personally care that T'Challa gets his ass beat. Like, this is the Marvel Universe, right? Everyone gets their asses kicked, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
So it's not like shocking imagery, but like, context or not, these pages just look extra. Like, they tried. Like, these look really like
they've been waiting.
Like, ooh, like I don't know a context that you could put it in where it would look good, but I don't care about T'Challa getting his ass beat, because Luke Cage gets his fucking ass beat.
So
the Falcon gets his ass beat, and nobody on Twitter is going like, "Oh my god, how dare you!" Like, just
this could be, if done right, could be a good arc to go down of maybe Steve finding that there is some darkness in him. Maybe this is setting up some kind of intermediate, like, civil war between.
Yeah, the setup next is that Namor and T'Challa are going to be like teaming up to fight the Avengers, because we're tired of this shit. So.
I kind of wish they saved this issue for February.
What? Why?
For Black History Month.
Yeah, for Black History Month.
No, we're not gonna have.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds very Marvel. Not gonna lie.
Exactly.
Get his ass beat.
That's a good point, though. We should all look forward to the upcoming one shots of Luke Cage, Black Panther, Static Shock coming back for his
the cover looks sick.
His yearly one issue run during February.
Yeah.
I just want to bring it up again because it happened last year really fast. At the end, they took a whole Blade storyline and they threw it in the trash. Remember that? Remember when they did that?
Hardcore.
Just
Hardcore.
like something that good hasn't come along for this character in years.
It's a good idea.
That's a great idea. It's a lot to dig in here.
Man, maybe we should bring this back when the movie comes out.
Yeah. Like I said, when he has a movie.
Really weird that they did that.
It's really unfortunate that Blade launched the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we well know it.
And then just
y'all say Iron Man, but y'all too young.
I mean, absolutely.
I think
how it goes.
a lot of people probably will just say Spider-Man.
They're too young.
Yeah.
So I think that's all we have for the docket. If you want, we can move on to comic book reviews, unless you guys had something else you wanted to discuss.
I mean, no.
Before we wrap everything up, I just want to say since I've been playing a lot of Pokemon. Right?
Never mind.
And it's it's been coming out that I'm an avid Pokemon fan. I play a lot of Pokemon.
It's been coming out.
And you know what? I'm so happy that people are playing with me right now. I'm so happy that Heido, Eddie, Pena. I'm so happy you guys are playing Pokemon.
You feel like it's 1999 again? Playing Pokemon with your friends?
Look, I've been playing Pokemon in the shadows for like 20 years. All right, I didn't try to bring anybody around it too much. I just kind of like subtly push it out. No one said anything. Cool. I'll fade back into the shadows. Now I got actual people playing Pokemon with me. Life is good, bro.
Feels good to have your friends.
My man is in Cloud 9.
Fuck it, like
good.
I feel like he's in the shadows, like Mama, like
yeah, I am.
Do you want to? No, you don't want to play? Okay,
bro. It's been almost 2 decades of me like, hey, you trying to play this Pokemon? Nah, I'm not really into Pokemon like that. Like I don't understand the battling. I'm like, oh, okay, you don't understand it? That's cool.
Now that he has people to beat up like that, his face is exactly like Captain America's when he's beating the shit out of Eric.
Disgusting.
I'm having a lot of fun with it.
I'm glad. I'm happy for you, buddy. I'm glad your friends can come to you and be around you to play a game with you. That's awesome. I don't know.
And I won't miss the opportunity to say the game is still made like dog shit. Like they
of course,
really
and
fucked it up.
can't get through with shit on it.
100%.
I will say one more thing. Just because a movie made over $2 billion doesn't make it a good movie.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god! Here we go. No. Don't let him get away with it.
No, I'm not. Yeah, so
I've said my say.
Earlier, I alluded to Chris being a hater, and I wish I had my notes with me. But what came out after Avatar was all the love and support. Specifically for me, Hideo Kojima came out and supported the movie. So now that the gods said that it's a great movie, how do you feel
and then
now?
you fall in line?
Do you regret your takes?
Yeah, I fall in line.
I regret. I went back and watched
Guillermo
it.
del Toro said it was a good movie.
Fall in line.
Oh.
Like, so you don't want to take back what you said?
Guess what? I saw his movie twice. It is great. It made me cry both
Pinocchio?
times. Yes.
Oh.
It's an amazing movie. No, I saw it 3 times. Sorry.
God damn. Because
It's
it was free.
Yeah.
I bet if you watch Avatar for free, you'd watch a couple miles.
I like it. But this is coming from Avatar was made by a man who said, "Yeah, get off your couch and come to the theater." All right,
he's right.
Yeah, and go sit down again.
Yeah, he's right.
For another. Stop sitting on your couch for hours.
That's a correct thing. That's a correct thing to say about movies. Like
Exactly.
you don't want people to sit at home and like order the streaming service version.
You don't?
No.
Go put some pants on.
The movie theater is an experience.
I'm sorry, we live
it's
in
an
the
actual
future.
experience.
No,
live
you
in the
don't.
future.
You don't live in the future. There's still trash
live in
all
the
over the floor.
future.
No,
Okay.
you don't live in the future.
All right. Do you go to arcades?
Where
I
are
would.
they?
I don't know. Find one. There's
would.
Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
That's not an arcade.
That's not an arcade.
If you want an arcade, I still,
Galloping Ghosts.
I still do go to arcades randomly. Galloping Ghost arcade, round 1 arcade.
Every time. All the time.
It's been like a year or two since I've been.
Okay. Well,
you
there you
don't
go.
need
But the fact is, I know they exist in a nation, in a world where arcades are dying or have died.
I know, they
still
need your
know where they
help.
exist.
You're not getting off this. The fact is, you said
Yeah, I said
it's
that.
very pretty, but it's dead behind the eyes.
It is.
And now that it's crossed like $2 billion, like, do you regret what you said?
No.
Do you want to elaborate on what you
wanna
mean by
elaborate?
dead behind the eyes?
No, I don't want to hear his trash takes again.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it.
I mean,
because it's
Do
hate.
you want to elaborate, sir?
There's no substance.
Can you admit you were wrong because there is substance?
No.
The world thinks
it
so.
made money. I'm sorry that it basically stronghold the theaters. They took over every single fucking time slot and everything. Yeah, when there's nothing else to watch, what else you're gonna watch but Avatar? All right, cool.
So we still hating
Puss in Boots.
2023?
Puss in Boots is pretty sick, actually.
It is.
Did you see it?
Not yet.
Oh my god.
But you saw Avatar though.
Yeah, because I had to
Did you?
for this podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see where his priorities is. James
exactly.
Cameron took priority. All right.
Yeah. Look, we're gonna move on to these comics real fast. Chris is wrong. Fuck
Bad movie.
Spider.
And now he
Bad
has
movie.
Fuck Spider. Okay,
Now
I want to
he has to
reiterate
make
that
bad
for
movies.
2023. Fuck
Bad
Spider.
movie.
And we're we're moving on to comic book reviews.
Bad movie.
Fuck Spider. Yeah. So all the comics this week fucking sucked. So I'm sticking with the ones who were supposed to review last pod. Okay, because that shit was garbage. All right, there was nothing good out. So first, we're gonna talk about from Marvel, Scarlet Witch #1. By the book to me.
Wanda and her magic mysteries. I don't know if I really want to sign up for this yet or not. I don't know.
It is the first Marvel comic introduction of the Darcy character that was first
Darcy,
seen.
Yeah, Darcy's fine ass.
Thor.
Never stop simping.
I won't.
Never stop.
I actually kind of enjoyed this.
Yeah, me honestly, I'm on board as well. I like it. The only like big problem I have is the dialogue. I don't know why they're talking like that.
Because they're from another country.
Because it's Italian.
Yeah, they're from.
No, like it wasn't. But like they don't have to talk like that.
Yes, they do.
They're like it. Okay,
How else would you know they're not American?
Any other way?
Like what?
I don't know.
I like brown Scarlet Witch though,
Me too.
and her Starfire hair.
The internet was a little flippy over that too.
Like they care. Our 4 Scarlet Witch fucking fans in the world.
All I heard is that people are like, "Oh, at least finally she looks Romanian."
Yeah.
That's all I heard. Like, yeah,
Aren't the Romanians white people?
Romani.
they look.
Romani.
Roll the R.
Romani.
Roll that R. Yeah, Romani.
It's not Romanian. They're Romani.
Romani. My bad.
Yeah.
Do you roll the R or do you like breathe the R? Do you go Romani?
Jeez.
You're going to have to ask a Romani.
Find one and
But you do both.
We can talk about this. I didn't hate it. It's just that like I've never been a fan, and this issue alone doesn't like make me want to go further. Like I know what I know about Wanda, and this is like not a bad start.
You don't want to know about her daughter?
No, I'm cool. You know how like the Shang-Chi comics came out, and we read a couple of those on the pod.
We did read Shang.
Like I don't want to know anymore. Like I feel like I mean like as
No,
in,
I know what you mean.
yeah, I know who he is. These comics
Like-
don't tell me any more than what I've already come in
Like,
with.
like you
So I
wanted to
don't-
be like, all right, one off. Let's move on. Like you want her to get like the Blade treatment.
I want her to get
Like, wow.
try like just give her the no, it can keep going, but like
We don't want Blade to get the Blade treatment. We want more of Blade.
Yeah,
But it's
exactly.
kind of hard
No, I
to
mean,
modernize
like,
a vampire.
I'm recognizing that
No,
was
it
a
ain't.
bad. It was bad, but it's now. But it was only something they're done with Blade because that's probably not. That's probably gonna get like 5 issues.
this is probably gonna get 7 issues and a half. They're probably gonna keep this going as long as they can. I mean, it's not a bad start. I'm just not a Scarlet Witch fan, so I'm not moved. This doesn't move the needle for me, but it's cool. You know, I don't really hate it.
The only issue I had with this issue was that it felt like they needed to switch locations at a last minute notice.
True.
It seemed like this was based in New York, and then all of a sudden they were like, yeah, everything's happening in New York. We gotta go somewhere else. All they did was put italicized brackets on the side and say translated from Italian.
now they're speaking Italian.
Yeah, like she has a door that allows for anyone to come in
Who's at their last?
who's on their last days, who's on the last like bit, like they need help.
When they have
basically.
nowhere else left to turn.
And then you open the door and
An affluent white woman walks through. Oh my God.
like,
All right, Wanda.
And she's like, and I get what Heido's saying because she's Italian, but you wouldn't really know, really. Like she says she's Italian, and they switch
For
up.
one, she had no garlic anywhere.
No
around her.
garlic.
But
So that's can't do anything with that.
and then when they finally go back to where she actually is from, maybe there was, but I didn't really notice like any sort of like indication. Like this is
That could have been anywhere.
Italy. This is. Yeah,
Hey, I get how it is. Like if you want to prove you're somewhere, you got to do establishing shots with noticeable landmarks,
Something.
and we ain't got time for all that.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
guess.
take that shit out.
Just
Like,
know
they're
that
friends.
she's Italian somewhere in Italy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Get these fucking brackets right here. That's as good as you get.
But yeah,
Moving on from Boom Comics, Mosely #1.
moves.
Guys, how'd you feel about this?
I'm a little indifferent. It's okay if it was like for issue 1 to give you the premises and tell you where they're going to go in the future. They did a good job of giving you that information. But the way it was given to you just makes you ask so many questions of what just happened.
I guess you have to come back to issue 2.
You know what?
But this issue doesn't give me any hope that they're going to clear up anything in issue 2 either.
Yeah.
Like this just seems like it's just going to be questions upon questions until everything breaks down and like maybe issue 4, and then you're just going to have to hope that everything kind of coalesces together.
Right. Or that
What's the
ending
main
is-
character's motive? He doesn't like
He doesn't like
technology,
robots
but
because
now
they-
he's a messiah for
Like-
technology.
See, that's the thing. Like I told you that too. Like it didn't feel like because we have a future, like we're in the present, and then we have a time skip, and apparently society has given themselves to the robots or AI, whatever, because they're right, and then they prove that they are right. But he doesn't like the fact that we give them ourselves over to them, even though like we were heading to destruction anyway.
So they kind of hint at a couple things. Either something happened, that ruined his life, and he harbors hatred for AI at this point, or he knows something about the working machinations of how the world is working that he doesn't agree with, or he didn't go with at some point in the past. I see all these things are shaping up kind of how they would be shaping up, but I think they spent a little bit too much time trying to develop the world and trying to get you immersed in all of these cool ideas, like the VR teachings, and all of these stuff. The robots pissing and like not being like breaking really, down, or they didn't spend enough on the meat and potatoes, which is what is the driving motivations that are going to be happening in this book.
I have to say though, I hate the fact that like the beginning seems like a better setup and a better story opportunity than what we got in the time skip.
Absolutely.
I love this whole like, okay, he needs to do this thing. He needs to talk to this robot and then tell him literally everything about his life. And I thought we were going to go down memory lane. Maybe there's some drama. Maybe the robot's going to try to become him, and maybe he also is Mosely.
I think this is where they're going, what they're setting up. This book is really hard to judge off of this book. I think we need a full run of season to see where this is going to actually end up in all the criss and crosses that they're going to plan, because I expect them. They sure as fuck better go back in time to explain everything as it happens.
I think from reading it, that's what I got is going on, because it's really tricky to like, when to choose when to do the time skip. Of course, the meat and potatoes of the future, everyone's seen this future before, so I think they're saving the meat and potatoes for later to like go backwards as we continue to go forward.
But why?
Because that's how they get you in.
It could be done really well, because we're having this conversation now.
Exactly.
Of what is going on with it. And
exactly.
We all kind of have an idea of it, but nothing has led me to really be sure of what is going on yet. And I'm interested in that, but I think this isn't going to be something that I'm going to check out weekly or bi-weekly or whatever it is.
That's the problem. Like, it's not like it has the potential of a strong start, but I just don't. It's not something I would like want to come back. I'm curious to see what issue 2 is like, and maybe I'll look at it. But like,
this run is either going to be a fucking home run or it's going to be a complete dud.
Right. It just really depends on the issue 2. Honestly,
I don't think it has any margin of error to land somewhere in a gray area of it.
Yeah,
I think it's either going to be great or it's going to be trash.
I'm with you on that. Granted, I'm glad the stories like these exist. Like, let's keep this shit coming out. But I do hope they get somewhere they land somewhere that's satisfying, or at least to keep us going to issue 3. So issue 2 is really going to be make or break for this one, as far as I'm concerned. Also, shout out to me. I feel like I did really good. A lot of black protagonists this month.
High five.
Yeah,
God, look at that.
Vicious Circle from Boom, #1.
Malcolm X, the comic.
You know what? I hate that y'all said that, because now that I go back to the pages, it's like he does look like Malcolm X. The time setting doesn't help either.
I know, and the subject matter.
Lee Bermejo shitted beautifully all over this book. I mean, he really put his angles in it. That was my huge draw for it, aside from being a black protagonist. It's that Lee Bermejo did the entire thing, and man,
it's fucking beautiful.
Dude, that probably took years.
My God, at least a couple months. His black and whites are good, and then the colors are even better. Like
the way they pop.
It's just, the man is talented. The contents of the book, however, for me, I'm very mixed on the book, because there's some inconsistencies that I would, as a writer, I would kill myself for putting this out. Like, there's so much stuff that like I would have to try and want to explain.
That's a really big street.
Like, long story short, like, essentially, there's two dudes from a future. One of them wants to destroy humanity, we suck, whatever, and the other one wants to save it. But
could you never look at this book and say that's Malcolm X? How could you?
I know, fuck. I wasn't even thinking that, bro. I wasn't thinking that, and now you guys said it. I'm like,
it's a one for
Thank
one.
you. Like,
sorry.
It's a one for one.
He's clean shaven and everything. Yeah, it's sorry, I don't immediately think all the black people look alike.
no, it's not. It's not even just like the fact that he's dark skinned.
Go back one page, Ido. Go back one page.
He has his facial structure.
He literally does have the facial structure. Look at that. It looks like he's being.
He probably found some footage.
Look at that bottom left panel. No, look at that. Look at that.
That's fucking Malcolm
He
X.
had to use him for reference. I think. I take it.
That's Max fucking Nito.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Malcolm Z.
It's not a bad comic. It's just that like the way the characters are intertwined, like their interaction. He has his immortal enemy. Imagine locking your immortal enemy, someone who wants to destroy the world,
In the basement.
in your basement, locked to a chair, in the house with your son and your wife. Like,
Okay, I didn't really.
very weird.
Yeah. Does he like? I don't know.
You'd have to read it. It's a trip. I think there's a lot of people this book will work for. And if the story doesn't get you, the artwork will get you the rest of the way.
Yeah.
It's mesmerizing to look at.
Is it? It's not. Is it kind of like Bitterroot?
No, it's not like Bitterroot.
All right.
I
Like in writing, you know what I mean?
No, Bitterroot was well written. He had a rant about how some writing things were like really getting on his nerves in here.
Yeah, Bitterroot was just a little bit more, nothing on, Homeboy here.
No.
But there's just if the person is as dangerous as he says he is, I just don't understand why he would keep him in the house with his wife and his child.
Maybe as time goes on, if you come back to some more issues, it'll probably go in depth to why.
I mean, I would hope it just doesn't seem like a good tactical decision if you ask me. But pretty book. It's a gorgeous book. It's not badly written. I'm getting the feel this is supposed to be one of those action time jumpy things, and I wouldn't mind seeing more of that. With a black lead, he's got a cool look. He looks like him, and he looks like Malcolm X look in a raincoat. Yeah, I'm with it.
I don't know where this goes in the future if you come back for more.
I'll let you know.
Well, he has his enemy has a mask on, right?
Yeah,
and we don't see what he looks like, right?
Not yet.
I was gonna say
what the mask is for.
If only. Shut up. If only we got because I noticed that he's probably white, most likely, right?
Oh, he's definitely white.
I'm like, what if he was like covered up and then he put the mask off and he's Martin Luther King?
No,
bro.
Listen,
I had a dream, Malcolm. I had a dream. Now it's over.
Sheesh.
Now my new dream's to destroy the world.
I
finished dreaming and I now have a motive.
I have woken up to a horrendous future that must be destroyed. I don't know.
They do say that before he died. He was like, I'm done with this shit.
Wow, that's really dark. I'm gonna try and turn it around by talking about Batman Spawn.
Something even darker.
Something even darker.
More edgier.
More edgy. Guys, I can feel all the
And more
pointy spikes.
confusing.
This is
Way
Oh my God!
more
This is
confusing.
barrel-aged brew.
Did you cut yourself on that edge?
I did. There was a lot of edge in here. Like I could feel all the spikes when I was turning the pages. All right, I could feel all the hell and brimstone.
And angst.
He does not. I will say this before I talk about this book and how confusing it was. Todd McFarlane doesn't get enough credit for making Spawn. I guess I feel like
He is.
That's all he's known for.
like
I mean, that book does look beautiful though. When you flip through it.
Greg Capullo just
Capullo's
literally
put his
he
foot on it.
tore the roof off with
Beautiful.
this book. He jumped out the fucking stadium with this book. Like it's gorgeous to look at.
That's why it's even sadder for what's in this book.
The contents, however, are very confusing.
way-
I mean, it's a McFarlane
It's a
book.
crossover, bro. It's a crossover. It's
No, not only that. This is written like a Spawn book. It is.
Yeah.
It is completely. there is the most stereotypical Batman representation in this book.
Absolutely.
Like to the T of him. Just I could just hear this like drawl in his voice. It was just.
I know everything.
It was just kicking you in the throat with just Batman just sayings and just Batman being just the worst version of Batman you can possibly get.
What? Why are there like 5 narrations?
Yo, there's like 7 billion narrations.
because you need as many narrations to match all the voices going on in both Spawn's and Batman's head.
There's
This was a brood off. Like both men were.
just mental.
Dude, that's what I said. Barrel aged brood. Barrel aged brood.
And just impact and conditioned with fucking mental illness.
Yeah. Except one decides like, I'm not going to kill him. I'm going to punch him though. And the other one's like, I'm going to fucking eviscerate people.
I'm going to murder them. I've seen hell. I'm going to rip their heads off and shove it up their ass.
The other thing that this book did that was utterly confusing was the placement of the timeline within DC and even Spawn comics. This is placed in the universe, I guess you could say, of the New 52.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Court of Owls, Joker without face.
Just this book is like 10 years late.
I was going to say,
Yes.
have they been cooking this for like ever?
I feel like it's been in the works, but they finally, all right, like The Rock, they're like, all right, go ahead. Fuck, just, yeah.
Like it was sealed in an envelope and they just pulled it off the shelf and they said, here, print this.
You're like, oh, all right, put it out, sure.
I know, right?
I mean, I'm surprised the only thing they didn't do was just move Spawn's name to the top and put Batman's on the bottom.
Small letters.
Yeah, in smaller letters, but they wouldn't let that happen.
No.
I'm conflicted because I want to love this book because just imagine.
That's not conflict. That's denial.
Shut up.
I need to love. I want to love it.
I do like it. I do like it. I'm not gonna lie. It's dumb. Like you have to know what you're getting into when you pick up these books.
I read so much. There was so much reading. No, this shit ain't dumb. This is dumb, but not fun dumb. This is just a lot of nonsense, and they made me read too much. How dare you?
I
hate it.
It got real confusing when it came to the he only has a certain amount of time. Yeah. If I could highlight anything.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's like. This has to happen in a certain amount of time before blah 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 blah.
I need this pearl to get to the other dimension because Thomas Wayne put something in this pearl.
And like, yeah,
and it was always there. It was important.
Like, well, okay, but why?
And Batman needs to open the portal
by doing a
something
thing.
They never explained what Batman needed to do in order to
never.
And Batman didn't even know.
They never explained that. They never explained the force fields or whatever.
Yeah, that weird power area where if Spawn was in it, he wouldn't have power, so Batman could beat him up.
I honestly, my interpretation at first, like when they first mentioned it, was the fact that are there universes like literally?
Yeah, are they starting to merge
stitched together or something like that? Because Batman went into the alley and said something's different.
Yeah, because he would just know that. By the way.
No. He knows every alley.
You're true.
Especially crime alley.
I know this alley. Something's wrong.
Something's not the
smells like Taco Tuesday, but it's Wednesday.
Listen, come issue 3, they're gonna have what's that clown's name from Spawn?
Violator.
They're gonna have Violator and Joker like mouth kisses. They're gonna be making.
Even better. They gave the Joker Violator puppies.
Yeah, for some reason.
He's just surrounded by Violator babies.
He's rocking with it too. He's like, all right.
It's insanity.
Come on, yo. Like it's a fever dream.
And then
straight up.
And then like they had the whole like, we're setting up for something.
Yeah,
guys.
they're like wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. I got this plan. It's gonna be amazing.
You had an entire book to tell me the plan. I still have no idea what's happening.
I don't know what's going on.
I have zero clue.
It sounds like they were prowling at one point and then they set a trap.
Yeah, all I know is January 6th was important.
Apparently
Pearls, Court of Owls. And
did Spawn's
magic
just
Wanda.
fucking eat somebody?
Yes.
After Spawn had just got his ass kicked for like 4 panels, he just said,
Yep, he ate him. He went to the fuck. He was Obito, and he put him in one of his dimension thingies.
Cause Spawn don't take no shit.
Yeah,
Spawn don't take no shit.
Also apparently, and they just threw this out there, and maybe somebody could explain. Maybe no one knows, but like apparently Superman exists in Spawn's universe somehow. He's like, we had a Superman at one point, but he got killed. He got killed somehow. I'm like, what are you talking about? In our future? Spawn, you're not from the future. You're from a different dimension.
I don't know. This owl guy, this owl knight is more caked up back here, bro.
My man
He's caked up. You see this, buddy? He caked up back here, man.
Yeah.
The court of cake. Goddamn.
I didn't, and granted, I
didn't know these owls were country fed.
I've been feeding these owls.
I don't know anything about owls, but apparently I didn't know.
Apparently they caked the fuck up.
Yeah,
stacked.
I didn't know that there was like, I guess, 2 factions who wants Batman.
Oh no, that's here. That's just here. I feel
Really?
like they were all pretty united when it came to just being
Just
Batman's
killing
ass.
him, yeah.
And
Yeah.
now they're like, there's 2 factions. I'm like, sure, why not?
You know, I'm glad they're getting like mileage at the quarter hours. I'm glad we covered the birth of the quarter hours on this podcast, and now we're covering like where they're going on this podcast. I'm glad we did this.
Are they going? Where are they going?
Where they're going, who knows? But they're still around.
As much as I did not really like this. It was stupid, but funny at the same time. I want more.
Exactly.
Yeah, like it's addicting.
Isn't that the point?
That's the point.
Isn't that the point?
I hate it.
Listen,
I do want more. Though.
As long as Greg keeps drawing it, like, don't put anybody else on this. If you put somebody else on this, that would be a huge mistake. I'm telling you. Don't do that.
What was your favorite part of this? The most outrageous thing that you saw on here?
Fuck.
For me,
Spawn getting his ass kicked and not Batman.
yeah, Batman put his hands on Spawn too much for me. If I'm being honest. Y'all are gonna talk about Black Panther's African ass getting his ass beat, but Batman can put his hands on Spawn. Y'all don't say shit. He's from here.
Spawn out
That's
here
crazy.
fighting actual demons and hellfire and angels and shit, and he's brawling with a Court of Owls guy.
Okay.
It's 2016. That was a different year for Batman. Superman was wearing a t-shirt and a cape. It was a different time.
Yeah, some boots.
Fucking hated that costume.
One of my favorite moments was like when Batman, like, if you kill him, I'm gonna open up the entire facility, the asylum, and they're gonna kill you. Like, what are you talking about, Batman?
And then
they're gonna kill you. Like, maybe
he stopped
gonna kill you first.
Yeah, he stopped beating Spawn's ass to put down that corpse and walk up to Batman. You're bluffing.
You're not gonna do it. You're right.
The fucking constant dick measuring is honestly my favorite part of the book.
Yeah, that was my favorite part because Batman went in a whole spiel about how if Spawn kills him, then the villains are going to be so angry that Spawn killed them that they will never stop haunting him.
Never.
So,
Like Spawn would give a fuck.
like, here's the thing: like the villains are going to be like, oh, now the city's up for grabs, but we don't want it. It's too easy.
Exactly. They're not gonna. The only.
If
So I
you
guess
kill Batman,
now we have to join forces and go after this guy.
yeah. Where's he at, by the way? Oh, he's gone. Damn. Well,
Man, now it's not fun no more. I guess I'll get a 9 to 5.
Straight up, they're gonna go live normal lives if Batman dies. That's the hugest turnaround. They're gonna go live normal lives.
Do it.
Every single
Spawn,
one.
I
Do
dare
it.
you. I
Kill
dare
him,
you.
please.
Do it. I dare you.
Spawn will rip the spine.
For the sake of all the Gotham Knights, or people in Gotham, kill Batman.
Please.
Kill Batman
You
because
mean
he's.
Gothamites? You mean criminals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone who lives in Gotham is a fucking crime lord.
They're either a criminal or they're a superhero.
Criminals pending.
Or suffering from mental illness.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which means villain.
Yeah.
Evil. I just also I hate the fact, and I like how this is green because I couldn't believe the constant gaslighting of like trying to make me believe that these characters are the same. Like they're so. Look, I'm not saying they don't have parallels, like in
Hella
certain
parallels.
parts of some parts of the story, but they're not the same character. They're
Yes, they
not
are.
two sides of the same
Don't they
coin.
they both
they
do
are.
this?
True.
They both.
Yeah.
They got that little knee in the front.
I
Yep.
felt
They both
that.
do
I
that.
felt a whirlwind when you did that. All right, my hair moved.
Yeah.
Like he's like
The power of Spawn.
Yeah.
He's like, I was poor and he was rich. And I had a mom that died and he had a wife that died and he died and went to hell. But I became a demon Batman.
Oh my God, just fuck already.
Right, man. Batman was like, when we get there, if we get in trouble, say your wife's name. Her maiden name.
I know.
Why?
Blake.
Why my wife?
Yes. I'm so confused.
Say your wife's maiden name,
All right,
bitch.
officer. All right, officer. Batman, you know I'm black, right? All right, officer.
I know.
Oh, when Spawn took off that mask in the lair, Batman was like, oh, shit. Oh, lock the fucking Batmobile door.
I miss being human too. Oh,
Alfred. Wait, I'm sorry. I forgot what it was.
yeah, exactly. He said, Alfred.
He's like, shit. All right.
He said, I'm sorry, false alarm.
Who scared me?
I had an episode.
Wait, are you- he's like, wait,
There's a fear toxin leak.
He's like, wait a second. Are you black? What do you mean?
The
Are you
service
black or
entrance
burned?
is in the back.
He's like, I'm not black. I'm Nova Scotian.
Same.
He's like, what is that?
What's the difference?
I'm a detective, not a geologist.
He's like, Alfred. He's like, Alfred, I want a full inventory read every time he goes in and out of here. Everything.
That cloak can take anything. You know that.
Read it all.
Got his chains all over the place.
But no, this was
Get some chicken on the menu.
Alfred, lock the upstairs bathroom.
He's like, Batman's like, because Batman's like mad racist. He's like, I don't have chicken, but I have this dinosaur. I heard that's close to the same thing.
They're both birds.
Aren't they
right?
relatives? They're the same thing,
Yeah.
No, but
Lizard tastes like chicken.
jokes aside, I thought it was a really fun, dumb book. The dick measuring is off the charts.
I can only do so many of them at a time, and this was a
It's a nice time for it.
yeah.
It's January. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next cover, I wonder who's going to be on top of each other next cover.
Well, there's a
gonna be scissoring.
there's a variant.
There's so many.
Of it flipped.
There are too
bet.
many. There's too many. Like I was reading this online, and it said it was 60 pages, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then it only ended at 30, of course. And then I'm like, "Oh, everything else is so many. There's so many fucking variants."
Hell yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's pretty cool.
I would look at those. Hopefully it's a bunch of different talented people drawing these characters.
Because at the end of the day, isn't this a celebration of the two characters at the end of the day?
Yeah, why not?
Certainly. We need to stop celebrating Batman for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Never.
I know, like celebration of like what Like,
Exactly, being here
again
for the fifth year for the 5,100 year in a row.
or or they're
Being
having like a
dark
flash,
and broody.
like having a flashback because not only is it Batman, but it's Batman from like you said, like 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, 2016. Batman 2016 was different.
He hit
He had a
different.
lot of problems.
Yeah.
Talking about some shit that should be worshipped. We are done with comic book reviews, and I think we're gonna move on to our first comic book discussion of 2023.
Oh.
And we are talking about Daniel Warren Johnson's "Do a Power Bomb" from Image Comics.
Good shit, my guy. Good
7
shit, my
issues
guy.
straight of absolute fire.
Banger.
Really, really good. The cues from the last pod when you talked about watching vintage wrestling, I followed like a ton of Twitter pages after that. And I've just been seeing these amazing moves. And one came up that was actually in, I want to say it was 7. This bounce up grab and like, I don't even know what the fuck the move is called, but
the
I've seen it. Yeah,
bomb?
like he flips up. Fuck, I don't even.
Like did he?
Do
Are you
your
talking about when
best. Do your best.
Okay, yeah.
He bounces up and then grabs him and then they takes him down to the mat. Like it's a really, really awesome looking move. Like I'm gonna try and find it later, but either way, like there's a lot of moves like that in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you've been looking at these Twitter pages long enough, you'll see some of these kind of like homage movements, and like the shit is really, really sick. I mean, I've known that he's been a fan for a long time. I watched a lot of his commentary when he's making the comics on YouTube. Those are pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my man's got a passion for wrestling, and it fucking bleeds in here.
Yeah, it permeates. Like it brings me back to like the early 2000s, like when I was just like heavily watching it a lot, and there's so much love in here, and not even just love, just like good writing in general. Like it does not stop. The roller coaster does not stop up until the very end.
Absolutely.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this is a treat from start to finish. And didn't he say like he recently grew? He's always been a wrestling fan. I thought it was a recent thing.
2020 during the pandemic, he started binging a lot of Stardom, New Japan, and old All Japan Pro Wrestling promotions, just shit that he found on the internet, and like fell in love with it. And this is truly inspired by Japanese pro wrestling.
And you saw the Easter eggs, the NJPW
Yes.
logos everywhere.
Yes. He had several just iconic moves. There's a huge like influence with the characters from actual Japanese wrestlers, such as Bull Nakano and Mayami Toyota. Everything, like if you're an actual wrestling head, this has so many little Easter eggs, and it's crafted so beautifully to the actual craft of wrestling.
What a love letter.
That it is a song, an ode to wrestling, 80s, just Japanese pro wrestling, and it's beautiful from the death match in was it issue 4 or 5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
To the
most beautiful drawn moonsault I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
man.
From the top rope, 90 feet in the air. Go higher, Queen. Go higher.
They had several like they had a coup de grace on there, several chest stomps. I mean, the fluidity in the moves and everything, just the color of the pop, everything was what a wrestling comic book should be.
The hardest chop I've ever seen, I didn't think would be in a comic book panel. He chopped the shit up the dude's chest.
Man.
You felt that. You heard.
While I was reading, I said, "Woo!"
And it was a treat from start to finish. Not only because it was beautifully drawn and there was an art to it, but it also had a message to it, a full congruent story that wrapped within itself. It was a story about grief and loss.
Yeah.
On top of family trauma. It tackled so many different things
and did it tastefully.
Exactly. Then it hit. Nothing overlapped each other. Nothing overshadowed itself. Everybody got an enormous amount of like care when they were being crafted. Even the people that you would see, you would see for one issue or maybe even in the background. Every person I saw, I wanted their background of it.
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna lie. Like when I was brushing up on these, I was trying to read these at work, bro. I can't read the first 2 issues at work, man. I was tearing up every single time.
It's so
every single fucking time.
Hurts.
I can't read that shit in public.
Like it's such a like it hits every time. Like fucking like
leaking.
Yeah, like you said, like it's a perfect balance of that. Like this is wrestling everything, and people would like expect it to be like really goofy or something like that.
Oh, this is a wrestling story through and through.
Yeah,
this is a wrestling story through and through.
Like if it is, I must have been like I don't know. Maybe the storylines that I was around the time didn't have this much like impact and stuff. Like a lot of this or if you knew about any of the background things, like the story that's happening behind the fucking matches and stuff.
Even knowing where it obviously was going to go, it was very straight linear. I felt like it.
No, honestly, I didn't know. Like those last 2 issues really threw me a loop because I didn't think it was going to go.
Yeah, the last issue threw me because it's like I thought after 6, like this is it.
Yeah,
like it could end here, and then like there's 7. I'm like, ooh, wow.
Yeah. Ended like a Final Fantasy game.
And then like
it did.
Or his Dark Souls game, like it was like, here you go.
Close enough.
Yeah.
I'm actually upset that God didn't use the one-winged angel, the Kenny Omega move in the end.
Yeah.
That would have been dope.
If the match, maybe they were able to last longer, he could have got to that point. But like he was giving them the fucking heat.
I wanted to do like some type of senton, and he's just full body cross or something like that. Something egregious and blasphemous.
Was there anything in the book that you disliked about it? Was there any cons to it? Because there was a ton of pros. I feel like. Were there any cons that come to you?
I'll go first. While everything was wrapping up, like in the last, this is a 7-issue series, and so in like the last, like from 5 to 7, it truly did feel like let's hurry up and get this over with.
Yeah.
That was my main complaint going from the other issues because they felt so like well put together and paced, and it felt rushed towards the end. That's my only real complaint. Everything else, it's kind of just fit into a glove.
I think mine goes along with that. Like I feel I see what you mean. Like the last couple issues and everything. Also, I felt like some of the other, like granted, a lot of the other like the tag teams got a lot of like screen time and everything. But I guess I felt like I wanted to see more of what everyone else was doing and stuff, like all the other like tag team matches and where they're from and all their origins and stuff, because they're really interesting. Like everyone had a really good like backstory of like why or what they're doing and stuff. I wanted to see more of that. And plus, like by the time we got to like issue 5 to 6 and everything, I didn't know we were already done. It felt like we were like, they had like 3 matches. I'm like, this is a championship?
You're like, whoa.
Oh, I thought when they said like this is our championship, like, oh, so we're gonna go to the playoffs next time. Like, oh no, this is it. Oh, it just felt like it ended so soon. But that's about it. Maybe it's just my complaint is that I just wanted more.
For me, I felt like the reveal of Cobra-san being Steel Rose's father was a huge I'm gonna not miss opportunity, but I didn't really love him not looking like. You could have easily just made him literally look like how you imagine Cobra-san would look under that mask. Like he takes it off, he might as well be fucking Steve Rogers. He does not look like a Cobra-san at all. Like
let me bat for it. Let me bat for it right quick. Let me come to the comics defense if I can.
You don't always have to.
I want to.
Go ahead, please.
Let him cook.
It's to show you that underneath the mask is you never know who's underneath the mask.
I get it. I just felt like, long flowing hair, mysterious eyes, just not who I imagined.
It was a downgrade when he took that mask off. I was like, damn, that mask is so sick
as fuck.
He
like
felt disappointed, just like how Steel Rose felt about her dad.
Yeah. And she should, because he lied. He was wilding.
I didn't really mind that so much because of the implications of how it was set up and the reveal of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And it took me for surprise to find out who Cobra Zone actually was at the end of the day. The one part I didn't like was the uncle needlessly getting bodied just to kind of put another I guess driving motivation to it. I think that this already had enough of a driving motivation from the get-go, and then finding out her father is her tag team partner who'd been lied to the entire time. On top of that, now you throw this the closest thing I can remember is that dude on Mortal Kombat 1, the movie that got bodied by Goro, only to give
Johnny
them
Cage
a driving
motive.
force.
Yeah, they already had motive, so that didn't need to happen.
I mean, so strong, such a strong motivating force, and then you had to tack that on. It
just felt a little like, okay, you needed to get that character out of the way, kind of, because you kind of just left them out in limbo.
Right.
I felt like that was there, not for what I saw from it wasn't for like a more driving force, like a more motivation, because they had enough motivation. To me, it was for the show, like that there was absolutely no rules, like that people, like that this guy, I mean, the person controlling the tournament and everything was only there for the spectacle. You can do absolutely anything. And that's how they knew, like, okay, we need to take advantage of this. He wants a spectacle. Let's give him one. And that's how we get to the next issue. That's
fair, because it did set up probably one of the best issues that they had, which was the death match.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. That was like really, really
showing blood.
Yeah, that was a really no holds bar, like really awesome issue.
I felt like he definitely like researched like how they even like prepare for those types of matches, because I felt that was true. Like how they get ready for those really hardcore matches. No matter what, it's going to hurt. I don't care. Like, you may think that shit is, fake. It is, like, to an extent. Like, they have to like train and do certain things so they don't absolutely kill each other.
Right.
But that shit will hurt.
It's not fake blood.
It's not fake blood. That shit hurt. Like when they put those tacks on the fucking ring, that shit is real. They ain't fake tacks.
Crazy.
Like I love how like I'm expecting some like weird like alien shit, but everything is so grounded. Like they still using everything that was in the wrestling world. Like I did not expect like tacks. Like, oh no, not the tacks.
For me, not being as big of a wrestling fan as some people in the room, the book really does have that feeling like when I watched wrestling as a kid, like when the TV turns off, I feel like they're actually really carrying these beefs, and if they go on doing whatever the fuck, that's what this book felt like to me. Like they really kept that energy going in and out of the ring.
The stakes were high,
and that's what made it like super special. The ring.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. I don't really have a lot of too much gripes except for. Now obviously I feel like that's not where he was going with the story at all. Like a lot of the Necrocon stuff was like for setup and to set the stages and to be able to take them to crazy places because but like that setup was very like it was really specific to not have it play any part. Like I'm a pariah for essentially, being a huge sorcerer, but sometimes God comes here to play to do matches. You know what I mean? Like the dynamics are because if you got God to come through, like what is everyone fighting about?
I love his design, how he looked like an Elden Ring character.
Oh my lord!
I was getting JoJo vibes the whole fucking time. The way he fucking stood and how fucking perfect he was.
Did anyone hear the chainmail clanking when he walks? Awesome. I guess I can ask you guys, what was your? Do we have a favorite issue?
My favorite issue is between 7 because they fight God, and that shit was great, and or it's gonna be 2, not either 2 or 3, whichever. The one they fought the orangutans. Orangabang, yeah.
I think that was
issue 2.
That was 2.
That's 2.
Yeah, because it was the first team they fought.
Yeah, like those two, like the two hit hard, like emotionally. Don't get me wrong, it's emotional the whole time around, but I felt that, especially after like the realization that everyone's fighting for something to bring someone back from the dead is hard. Like just seeing her apologize to the Rangabang group, it was hard, and they took it like, yeah, I know, like this, we tried our best, but that's it. And yeah, with the whole God issue, they fight God, and he was everything and more. They did not let up. They did not.
He was the alpha and the omega.
He was the alpha and omega, and then just all the fucking puns. This is amazing. Oh my god, the end, the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Really great
So
stuff.
there was a really cool thing that he did at the end of this book. He doesn't give you full closure,
No.
right? So at the end of the book, they joined this tournament, right, to be able to resurrect her mother, who suffered a terrible accident during a match, and which is kind of cool how they set that up too, because of how the event unfolded and how that dynamic worked into their family life. But at the end, you kind of expect in a happy-go-lucky, obviously you don't expect her to come back from the dead, because how do you explain that?
Exactly.
What are the implications of that? So that was never an expectation, but I always expected a come to God moment, right? A come to God moment where they would be able to meet and they would be able to talk out, and she would cry out and get a hug from her mom, but that never happened.
No. Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. The caveat is, she's in the stands.
Yeah.
Watching the matches. And that broke me. That was one of the I think it was like, it's such a subtle little thing. They're just like, here's your payoff, and here's your I guess your what's the word I'm looking for?
Closure?
Closure. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. She got her closure by having these memories of her mom expanded in her brain, so she will always have her with her.
Mm-hmm.
And there was that closure of the audience of being able to see, like, oh, she got to see her daughter do what she wanted to do.
She kept her promise, because she's like, will you? Oh my god, yeah, I was like feeling that, like, oh, like, will you watch me even after, if you're gone and everything?
She's like, I'll always watch her.
And she was
showing that, like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, the book, the layers that this entire run has is fantastic, and the omnibus releases March 27th, I believe.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
So pre-order that. Go out and pre-order that. Bug him, make him make more merch, because the fucking shirt was sold out by the time I went to go get it.
I wanted to get my hands on some of those stickers so I can put it on my sketchbooks.
I think they still got some. I was looking at the merch.
Like,
they got pins at least.
Do they have like stuff of the other teams?
No, it's like it's a shirt, and
I want a Cobra Sun shirt. I want
his pants.
I want a Orangabang shirt.
Orangabang.
I want a Knights of the Round Table shirt.
Knights of the Round Table shirt for sure.
I just want the move.
Pizza party, son.
Pizza party.
The table of King Arthur's table.
I was mad that we didn't get introduced into the lucha robots. Those are the ones I was.
I saw them on the cover. I'm like, who the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, we didn't get any screen time for the lucha robots,
Yeah.
which is a little sad.
I'll pick issue number 1 as my favorite issue, because it did a really excellent job of just setting the tone and the space and everything, and it was a high. It was just the absolute high point.
Number one is definitely an example of like getting like a good first issue that just you're in.
Hits hard.
Like it hits hard, and you're here for the rest. No matter where it's going. Yeah.
The fact that it like even syncs up with that thing that we're talking about for issue 7, it's really hard to choose between. For me, it was either issue 1 or 5. Mm-hmm. He really knows how to start the shit and then really launch them into it. Yeah. It was this kind of same setup for Extremity and Dead Earth. Like when it was a good start, and then when they're in the shit, it is just like unstoppable. So for me, I landed on issue 5.
Yeah.
The no holds bar match. Like that was, he trusted her towards the end. They shed some blood together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't get any cooler with that. Like they were in, they both knew what's up. Like it's time to put some dirt in their eye. I really enjoyed that issue.
Here's my eye.
And and I did love how like it was how the twist was. It made sense. Like one, they didn't win, which I'm like, oh shit, that's a surprise. Like what now? But then they still was able to like get what they want, but for good reason, because he only said he would bring back one person. and of course, like more people probably everybody wants someone back,
Right.
you know. So that made sense to me. I hate the fact how they went, but like,
Yeah, he wouldn't bring nobody back. He's a liar. He didn't bring nobody back.
he did bring
no,
nobody.
didn't do anything.
Like, hey, you know,
Like, hey, man,
things.
look, I ain't got the funds, but I know who do.
Oh my god, they did set that shit up. That's why I was like, all right, let's do it.
That's your God. I love it. Love it.
Do it.
To me, he sounds like James McAvoy.
And then I just wish one of my favorite, like, this wouldn't happen. It would have been fucking terrible. But I imagine, like, after God won, he's like, oh, I got something for you. You know, you can't get your mom back, but I can give you something else. Some memories. Like, oh, some memories. Yeah. DDT. Oh, my God. Take that back.
I love how your God is Italian.
Yeah. I don't like your version of God.
I like his.
Like, he's cool. He's too, like, I couldn't do anything to him. He sounds like that. That's crazy.
I wanted him to Azuna drop somebody and call it "Let There Be Light."
God.
He needs to have a move called Scripture. That would be dope.
Tabernacle.
His submission is called the Tower of Babel.
Oh my God. And I want another tournament.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
feel
know
like
what
another wrestler, like focus on maybe another wrestler coming back around.
And like have her come back, maybe.
if they can.
No, let's leave this alone.
Leave the Rose family alone.
This
It
alone.
is very,
Look,
very
I'm not-
fine to
look,
have
I'm
a
not saying.
one-off.
I know at the end of the day, like more would be bad, but I can't help but speculate. It just shows you how good the world is. That's all. Like I can see where it could go. Yes, it would get worse, but like
Yeah, there's potential for sure.
Yeah.
But like, you know, when they bring people back, that's usually just to kill them. I
yeah,
don't like that.
you know,
Don't do that.
Bring it. Hey, come see your mom, Rose.
Like, it's like Johnny Cage all over again.
Stop.
Wasn't even him.
No, number 2.
He was never my Johnny.
He's nobody's Johnny now.
That
Yeah.
shadow kick, he should have never did it.
He should never went for that shadow kick. My man, I don't know what he was thinking.
Don't do it.
But
I think it's unanimous that we all just really loved the series.
Oh yeah.
It's really well done. Can't praise it enough. You said March from the omnibus.
Yeah.
Definitely be picking that shit up.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my lord. I hope it's that cover. He had this really sick ass cover where it's her holding the 2 belts. And it against a black, like, all background. It's like really cool. I hope they use that one. That would
That'd
be really sick. Or this
That'd be
issue
really dope.
6 one. This issue 6 issue. I can't get over that cover.
Oh,
That's
the
really
Cobra,
fucking
yeah.
cool. That's so dope. But yeah, read the series. Check it out. I think. Oh, wait, are we gonna rate this? Were we rating this?
Do we have to?
I rated
we
it.
don't have to,
I give it a read. Read. That's
Fair.
my rate.
This got the same stars as the Kenny Omega Will Ospreay last match. 6.25
Damn.
I don't get it.
out of 5.
okay.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
All right. Yeah.
Like,
I
wait a
was like,
second.
Seeks. What? Seeks.
Out of 5.
But yeah, truly fantastic. Please check it out. And that's it for our comics discussion on Do a Powerbomb. We will see you guys with obviously more episodes coming this year. Got a lot of takes we want to get out.
Yeah.
Miss you guys. You know, not y'all. No, but I miss you guys too.
Yeah.
Please like, share, subscribe.
Make sure to follow us
rate.
at Thirsty Nerds on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. And then you can follow the episodes just for the regular episodes anywhere. But yeah.
Follow me.
Plug, yeah.
Yeah, follow me at Artisumo on Instagram and Twitter.
Follow me at Stooge Prime on Twitter.
Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, on Twitter at King Creates X, all K's, no C's.
And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram as just_Uno. And I just dropped a beat tape on
you did.
at the start of the year. Go get it.
It's really good. I'm going to drop that link in the description.
Free to listen to. Go
Yeah.
run those numbers up. If you want to throw your boy a couple dollars here and there, there's an option for that.
Dollar dues.
But yeah, man, be in the lookout for a lot more product from us, a lot more product music wise. We got a lot of things coming up and a lot of ideas that we want to get around to doing this year. So
Fuck yeah.
2023 is going to be hopefully fruitful.
It's going to be our thirstiest year ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever that means.
Yeah.
I'm with it. All right.
We started it right because I'm hungover as fucking dehydrated.
Yo, shout out to my man for holding it
Absolutely.
together the
Hold it
entire
down.
episode.
I was falling asleep at one point.
Usually
I
I'm
ain't
the
even
guy.
front.
Usually I'm the guy who falls asleep on the pod, but it's weird being in the chair seeing someone else do it. It's like
I didn't even
damn.
know. Well, you.
He
Yeah.
said, this is what
Like
I
I
look
said.
like. He said, this is what I look like.
Yeah, that's what I look like.
It's like looking in the mirror.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
But all right, y'all.
all right. Happy New Year, nerds.
It's been real.
Take care.